This is the Barbados Today morning news for Thursday, March 23rd. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. Our top story this morning, government has ordered an investigation into the operations of the state-owned Kensington Oval Management Incorporated. The probe follows a series of allegations of mismanagement and abuse at the agency that manages the home of cricket. Barbados Today's Emmanuel Joseph has the details in this report.
The allegations are contained in an unsigned 6-page letter on Comey's letterhead and purportedly written by staff and addressed to Sports Minister Stephen Lashley. He confirmed to Barbados Today that he has received the letter and said he has instructed the chairman, Anthony Waldron, to investigate its contents and submit a report to him in the shortest possible time. Lashley added that although the letter is unsigned, the allegations are serious enough to warrant an investigation. The document dated February 22nd includes a number of serious allegations which Barbados Today has decided not to publish because of the legal implications. However, there were questions raised about the ethics involved in some business decisions and concerns about the company's direction and its financial viability, with the authors making it clear there was a crisis of confidence at Comey. It said Permanent Secretary Ruth Blackman had promised to get to the bottom of the issue since meeting with the Barbados Workers' Union in April last year. According to the document, Blackman said she would get back to the workers within a few weeks, but it's almost a year now and she has failed to keep her word. Blackman could not be reached for comment yesterday. Emmanuel Joseph for Barbados Today.
Prime Minister Frundle Stewart now has in hand the reports of the recently established Fiscal Deficit and Foreign Reserves Working Groups, but officials are so far remaining tight-lipped on the contents of the documents. Well-placed sources confirmed that the chairman, Peter Whitehall, had submitted the report ahead of next Friday's meeting of the Social Partnership Subcommittee. All indications are that Barbados' economy is seriously in the red and tough decisions are needed going forward. Last week, the central bank's latest financial stability report showed that while there are signs of recovery, the fiscal deficit is still too high and remains a source of concern. After receiving conditional approval last month, the proposed $100 million Hyatt Hotel development is now back in limbo. The Supreme Court set aside May 9 for the hearing of a fixed-date claim filed with the registrar yesterday by attorney-at-law David Comissiong. Comissiong lodged the legal challenge to construction of the 15-story hotel, which was approved by Prime Minister Frundle Stewart after several delays. The latest development means that the project is suspended until the matter is heard by the court. Comissiong told reporters that the Prime Minister had acted incorrectly on the matter.
If the rules and regulations say that before you can get permission to construct a hotel of that size, of that magnitude, you must first undergo an environmental impact assessment, then that must apply to everything. If the rules and regulations say that you must hold at least one town hall meeting to have consultation with the people of Barbados, particularly the residents of the nearby communities, then that must apply to all citizens. If the rules say that a hotel should be no more than 7 stories, and if developers in the past have applied and they for structures in excess of 7 stories and have been told that the regulation is no more than 7 stories, then that must apply to everybody.
Teachers' unions are condemning the latest violent incident which left one secondary school student hospitalized and another being questioned by police. Lawmen say they are investigating an incident which occurred at a rural school on Tuesday, which left a 14-year-old boy in critical condition at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital after he was struck on the head. Another male student is assisting police with their investigations. President of the Barbados Secondary Teachers Union, Mary Redmond, told Barbados Today that while she is not familiar with the incident, violence in schools should not be tolerated. Meanwhile, President of the Barbados Union of Teachers, Pedro Shepherd, said he was not aware of the incident, but he knew of a recent episode that left one teacher injured. Shepherd told Barbados Today it is time for the Ministry of Education to take the matter of violence in schools more seriously. In sports, West Indies batsman Craig Brathwaite is back in the lineup for Barbados Pride for their 8th round PCL clash against Guyana Jaguars from today. He's joined by all-rounder Kenroy Williams and fast bowler Keon Harding in the 13-man squad announced by selectors. They replaced the injured Kemar Roach, batsman Omar Phillips and West Indies left-hander Jonathan Carter, who has joined the regional side to prepare for the upcoming T20 series against Pakistan from Sunday. Brathwaite assumes the captaincy from all-rounder Kevin Stout. He missed the last 2 rounds of the competition after playing for West Indies in the 3-match one-day series against England recently.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Read all about it, read all about it. Get your paper. Only $2.25. Let's get your paper.
You again with that stale news from yesterday. I got the Barbados Today app on my phone and I just get my news for free. What do she?
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We're back now with news from the region, and the International Monetary Fund is reporting economic growth of just under 4% in Grenada for 2016. An IMF delegation made the announcement at the end of a week-long visit to St. George's to review the island's $19.4 million extended credit facility program. Head of the delegation, Nicole Laframboise, said the government has made progress towards achieving the key program goals of restoring fiscal sustainability, strengthening the financial sector, and setting the stage for growth. Laframboise added that economic activity last year was driven by tourism, construction, and some pickup in domestic demand. Agriculture, however, contracted due to weather systems. And finally, on the international scene, the death toll from yesterday's attack in London is rising. 5 people have died and 40 were injured after a car plowed into pedestrians and a suspect stabbed a policeman near Parliament. Police called the incident a terrorist attack. The dead includes the assailant and the policeman he stabbed. Prime Minister Theresa May has condemned the attack as sick and depraved. One eyewitness described what he saw.
What I have seen it on my own eyes, between 6 and 7 people laying down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And were they on the pavement when he was zigzagging into them?
They were just walking as normal, and the first hit, even the second people, and the third time he was doing, no one realized it. So as he's done it in and out, zigzag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a quick and less than 10 seconds between.
Yeah. And then what happened to the car? Did he just carry on then over Westminster
The
Bridge?
car continued to drive all the way down, but on the bottom of the bridge there is a 2-lane, so that there is a bus on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
So he just continued between the bus and the pavement, and there was over 100 people on the pavement.
Yeah.
Just like we're standing here now,
Yeah.
the car drove to us.
And how badly injured was the person that you saw?
And to be honest, the one I have seen, there is one person who wasn't moving at all.
That's the news. There's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Maricla Williams. Good morning.